Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Pivot table is one of the best tool in the Excel. Today I'm going to show you the top 10 pivot table tips to robust your performance in preparing reports. My favorite tips are 9 and 10. Please post in the comment section which do you like.
Tip number 1.
Put your cursor on the data and press Alt D P. I repeat, the shortcut is Alt D P. You will get a relevant pop-up of pivot table. Just click on the next. It is asking us to choose the range. Okay, and it is asking me to place the pivot table in this worksheet or new worksheet. I am willing to put this pivot table in new worksheet and finish. And this is the way to launch pivot table. I'll show this in another way. We can create pivot table in just 2 clicks. Click on this recommended pivot tables. You will get some recommendations. Choose the one whichever you wish to get. I'm okay with this recommendation and okay, we got our pivot table.
Tip number 2.
Pivot table tool settings. Let me grab this over here. We can choose the option whichever we wish to work with. Select whichever we select the one side by side. This option shows us the entire matrix at the right side and we can see our column headers on the left side. The data fields are placed in as per the data source order. We can sort them in A to Z. By choosing this option, we can sort as per the A to Z order. Or else, if I wish to go ahead with the data source order, I can place them as is.
Tip number 3.
We can do top and bottom number analysis. Place your cursor on the row labels and unfold the filter. Go to value filters and choose top 10. By using this option, we can see the top 10. If I wish to see only top 3, I can. Now I can able to see the top 3. If I want to see the bottom 3, so I have to choose bottom 3, bottom and OK.
Tip number 4.
We can operate our data using pivot table group selection option. I'll show you in a moment. Just drop this date column into rows section. So just go to design, report layout and show in tabular form. And just remove the subtotals. Go to subtotals, do not show subtotals. And remove these months and days. I want to populate my report in the quarterly partition. To do so, just go to pivot table analyze and choose the group selection option. Just unselect these days and months. Just select the quarters and press OK. My report is generated with the quarter partitions. If you wish to populate the report with the condition of days interval, we can implement that and choose the same option group selection, and here just choose days, just unselect this quarter and number of days, and I want to give the 5 days interval. I'll press OK. My report will be generated with the given days interval.
Tip number 5.
In pivot table, we can make changes on the group names and field names and field elements. Here we have 4 quarters. I'm going to change QTR as in full form and I will simulate the same action for remaining quarters. Let's do that. It accepted. Likewise, let us make changes for rest of the quarters. And I will drop this product field into values section. I'll name it as product count. Okay. I'll name this as total sales. Just I'll remove this sum of. Enter. It won't accept because Already pivot table has this field name. Let us make minor changes. Just I'll add space over here and enter. It accepted. And I can present these quarter names in the merged format. To do so, just give right click on the pivot table, go to pivot table options, and here just choose the merge and center cells with the labels. Just press OK. And these cells are merged. Okay, just remove these plus minus signs, and we can change the field elements as well. I want to write another word in the place of Boston, right? I will write as Bombay, enter. Wherever the word Boston is there, the word is changed to Bombay. Likewise, we can change the field elements as well.
Tip number 6.
In the quarter column, quarter name is mentioned for only once. If I wish to fill the down cells with the respective quarter name, I can use repeat item labels option. Before I go for repeat item labels, I'll drop another column. I'll put category column into rows section. If this name should be repeated for multiple times, I have to go to design and choose the report layouts and repeat all item labels. Likewise, we can fully furnish our pivot table as report.
Tip number 7.
We can operate our pivot table using timeline option. Just go to pivot table analyze and choose insert timeline. By default, timeline option comes with date, so I'll choose OK. So in my data, there is 2 years involved, 2022 and 23. So if I want to see exclusively for 23, just I should press on the 23. Likewise, we have quarters, months, days. I would like to see the quarters, and you can see data is enlarged for quarters. And I can drag this to next quarters as well, like that. And I can put this for months as well, like that. And I can expand this to others months as well.
Tip number 8.
We can filter our data by using slicers. Go to pivot table analyze, insert slicer. It is asking us to choose the field, so I'll choose product. Okay. And I can insert another slices as well. Okay, I'll put it as 2 columns manner. I can select all. I can remove. And if I wish to see any particular city, so I can see that. I can add other cities as well. Using this feature, we can filter our pivot table.
Tip number 9.
We can give good representation using pivot table. I want to populate data bars for the total sales column. I'll drop the total sales column again into the value section. I'll go to home, conditional formatting, new rule. Here I choose this. Format style is bars, and I'll choose the color as this, and I'll press OK. I got the data bars. I want to see the data bars only. Okay, I'll edit that thing. Show bar only. Okay. This kind of illustrations will give the report in elaborated way. We can use shapes, directions, and lot more.
Tip number 10.
Tip number 10. we can generate each individual reports using pivot table. My task is to generate each individual report for sales executives. So I'll put this sales executives into filters, and I'll go to this pivot table, and here I click on this drop down and show report filter pages. Once I click on this button, automatically reports will be generated for each sales executive. Okay, right? It is asking me for the sales executive ID. Yes, I'll press OK. Automatically, a report will be generated for each sales executive. Likewise, we can split the reports into sheets by using pivot table. If you like the video, please comment, subscribe, share. If you have any questions related to Power Query, Power BI and VBA and Excel, feel free to post in the comment section. I'll happy to answer them. Thank you. Thanks for the watching.